What's going on, everybody? It's your main man back with another video. So we have here Matt Damon says superhero films are a symptom of Hollywood's worrying new focus on mass appeal. So it goes on. Art of making the film is suffering under Hollywood's new focus on producing projects with mass appeal. Which I think there was always a degree of that. You know, if you're trying to make a blockbuster. And I think, yeah, they probably are more not inclined to invest in, your artsy fartsy type movies. It said something down here. Yeah, Damon then went on to lament how Hollywood's turn towards ensuring their films appeal to a wide breadth of audiences has led studios to be more reserved in their choosing of films to fund, thus making it more difficult for more unique or niche stories to be told. As if you want a movie to travel and play big, you want the least amount of cultural confusion. So there is the rise of superhero movies, right? They're easy for everyone, said Damon. You know who the good person is, who the bad person is. They fight 3 times, and the good person wins. I can see what he's saying, especially after, let's say, when Marvel took over the MCU. You see the cookie cutter mode set in. The movies are about the same. There was not much of a difference. And he's pretty much echoing Scorsese. He pretty much said the same thing. Like, you're not really getting an epic movie or real, good art. You're getting, basically crap that they hope appeals to a lot of people and they can make a lot of money. And I get it. It's a business. They want to make as much money as they possibly can. But I don't know. I think a lot of it's a checking boxes. Something you didn't mention, but I think that's a major factor. All this diversity, inclusion. It's corny because it's not realistic. Let's take like a Woody Allen movie. His movies are all white, and they're appeal to a certain demographic, and that's okay. I don't see a problem with that. Like Spike Lee's movies, especially his early films, appealed more to the black folks. That's just the way it is. But that's what makes the movies good. Let's check out some of the comments. Suffering under Hollywood's new focus on producing projects with mass appeal, it's actually the opposite. Hollywood is producing films with a very limited Twitter appeal, enforcing quotas and sanitizing messages, and most importantly, not hiring talents. I agree with that because these companies are infested with activists and they don't have the ability to create jack squat. They just don't have it. let's see what's going on. This could be a factor too. My opinion is the audience goes to the cinema to watch pure spectacles because if they want comedies or romance dramas, then TV is a better option because with more hours, more episodes, you can tell the evolution of the characters. The cinema has to offer something better than the one you can watch in your living room or by streaming services. Then the answer is spectacles, or because I mean special effects. So he has a good point. That's a good point. You don't want to go to the cinema and see something that's on the same level as what's on TV. I think superhero stuff. I think that the streaming services are better, just by what he says here, because there's more hours, more episodes. You can tell the evolution of the characters. That's something that's needed for like a superhero flick. Because it's hard to jam all that in 2 hours. And another thing I don't agree with Hollywood with the superhero movies is the origin story stuff. Like, start with the origin stories. It's boring, takes up too much time. It's just not exciting. Maybe a couple flashbacks, and if the people are really interested in where this guy came from, pick up a book. Or like they used to hand out a comic book at the when you pay for your ticket, or when you walk in to the movie theater. They used to give you trinkets when you used to go to movie theaters. Let's get all types of posters and little comic books and keychains and all kinds of stuff. They stopped doing that. It's like you're not giving us anything. Given the option, I would prefer the cinema because it's a bigger screen and I like the sound system. And of course, I like my curly fries and the root beer. But yeah, they have to step their game up. And just checking boxes and all that stuff. That's one of the main problems. Like this guy up here is saying, catering to the weirdos on Twitter who don't spend money. That's a major problem. And it's stupid. This whole box checking thing. Like, how do you do that? And what percentage of what? And, what every movie has to be that way? How do you police that? And it's just dumb because it's phony. It's not real. So, if we're going to base it on the population, let's say, blacks make up 13% of the population, so, and then within that you have other subgroups. You have, people from Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad. So what percentage do they get? So it's got to be like 80% ADOS, and 5% Jamaican, 2% Nigerian, 1% Trinidadian. It's then let's say whites are 60% of the population. So what percentage do the Italians get? What percentage do the Hungarians get? What percentage do the Swedish get? German? I mean, where does this end? It's insane. But anyway, I agree with some of what he says, and some of the a couple of the comments. I agree with what they're saying. They have to do better. Give people stuff that they want, and not just cookie cutter stuff. It's like everything's the same. It's like I was done with Marvel at Infinity War. After that, I was just done. Endgame, I only saw that once. It didn't do anything for me. I thought it was kind of slow, a little boring. You know, just that was the end of the MCU. Because now we've entered the MCU, and you already know what they're gonna do. And you see it coming. The writing's on the wall. So good luck with that. I'm not interested. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you good folks later. Peace.